Hello, my viewers. Today we embark on a journey into an intriguing realm of April Fool's Day, a day where laughter reigns and pranks take center stage. As we dive into the history and traditions surrounding this playful occasion, stay tuned for some surprising facts and the evolution of this light-hearted celebration. And a special shout out to a sister who goes by the name Outcast on TikTok, who shared some fascinating insights on this topic. Now, in this video, she shares the truth behind April Fool's Day, which she explains and says to be the real new year, and also explains the calendar and says that actually there are 13 months in a year and not 12. Now, her perspective adds an extra layer to our exploration, so buckle up as we unravel the truth behind April Fool's Day and its curious connection to the calendar. But before we get into the video, please hit the subscribe button, like and share your thoughts in the comment section at the end of the video. Here's the video. I will be right back. When I do, we talk more about this topic.
My guy. Alright, so someone asked if I could talk about the actual calendar and the real new year. So first, I'm going to start off by telling y'all that there are actually 13 months. And if you pay attention, all of it makes sense. Remember how I told y'all that us and nature are connected? We're all connected? This is what I mean by that. So actually listen to what I'm about to say. The moon cycles every 28 days. And if you pay attention, when a woman is pregnant, they only count her pregnancy every 28 days. And they count by 4 weeks. 4 weeks in this month, 4 weeks in that month. And that's why when you count the weeks, it go by 7, 14, 21, 28. And the reason why I say we actually have 13 months is because if we have 13 months instead of 12, each month will have 28 days. So not only do the moon have a 28-day cycle, but don't us women have a 28-day cycle when it comes to period? Not only that, God calls the moon a her. So the moon itself is represented as a female. So you got the women's menstrual cycle that's every 28 days, just like the moon cycle is every 28 days. So the moon is represented as a she, and it has a 28-day cycle, just like us, females, we have a 28-day cycle. Keep up, I'm trying to show you how we connected to nature. The only month that's actually truthful that we go by is February. That's the only month that actually has 28 days. All those other months, if all those months go to 28 days instead, it will make an extra month that will also have 28 days. So we will have 13 months that all have 28 days, which is actually for the missing month that we are supposed to have. April 1st, which is April Fools, is symbolic to them fooling you into thinking that January 1st is the actual new year. But like I told y'all, we are connected to nature. Nature shows us that the real new year is in spring. Nature shows us that the real new year is when the earth starts to come alive again. The trees, the grass, and the flowers begin to blossom and grow back. Our energy is connected to nature. Our energy actually begins to shift with nature also. The new year is actually based off the seasons. And spring is the new season. January is not the new year. This is all some fake stuff that's going on, and they got y'all programmed. Like, for real, how could January be the new year and it ain't representing no change? No new life, no growth. We are connected to nature. No matter what y'all try to lie about, what lies they put into y'all, or what y'all don't want to believe in, no matter what you want to believe in, we connected to nature regardless of what y'all say. God created us. God created nature. We are supposed to align with each other. 13 months instead of 12 will be exactly 28 days in each month. The first will always be a Monday, and the 28th will always be a Sunday. Every month will have exactly 4 weeks, and we will properly align ourselves with the moon cycle. Moon cycle, 28 days. Menstrual cycle, 28 days. Days of the month, 28 days. September came from an old Roman word called septem, meaning 7, which was originally the 7th month. October came from the Latin and Greek word oct, meaning 8, which was originally the 8th month. November came from the Latin word novem, meaning 9, which was originally the 9th month. December came from the Latin word decem, meaning 10, which was originally the 10th month. So September is actually the 7th month. October is actually the 8th month. Why do you think they call it an octopus an octopus? Oct stands for 8. An octopus has 8 tentacles. They call it an octopus for a reason, because it stands for 8 at the beginning. November is really the 9th month, and December is actually the 10th month. So for us to call September the 9th month, October the 10th month, and so on, that's a bold-faced lie, because it's not true. What I'm trying to tell y'all is at the end of the day, nature tells us the real time. And God made us the way we are and made nature the way it is for a reason. And we supposed to properly align with nature. Y'all have to realize we didn't have clocks and stuff back then. We followed nature. Nature told us the time. And until this day, nature tells us the time. God made us the way we are for a reason, the same way he made nature the way it is for a reason. So like I always said, Romans 3 and 4.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the captivating world of April Fool's Day. Picture this. It's a day where humor takes the spotlight and a well-played prank is celebrated as an art form. But how did this tradition come to be? Well, buckle up because we're about to unravel the fascinating historical origins of April Fool's Day. Now, as we journey through time, some say the roots of this playful day are intertwined with the switch of the Gregorian calendar in the late 16th century. Imagine celebrating the new year on the wrong date. Talk about the ultimate setup for a prank. This transition laid the foundation for what would become a day of jests and laughter. But April Fool's Day isn't just a Western phenomenon. It is a global celebration with diverse cultural traditions. From Spain, the Scottish Hunt the Gawk Day, each culture brings its unique flair to the festivities. Now let's talk about the hallmark of April Fools, the pranks. Throughout history, there have been some jaw-dropping and side-splitting hoaxes that truly stand the test of time. From spaghetti trees to left-handed burgers, we'll explore the spectrum of creativity that surfaces on this day. But fast forward to the 21st century and April Fools has taken a digital turn. Companies, media outlets, and even tech giants seize the opportunity to showcase their playful side with elaborate pranks that often leave us chuckling at our screens. But why do we love these pranks so much? The psychology of humor is a fascinating realm, and we'll delve into why a well-executed prank can create moments of joy and connection. But before we dive too deep, I want to give a shout out to Outcast again for her recent insight on this topic. Her perspective adds an exciting layer to our exploration. So are you ready to journey with me through the rich tapestry of April Fool's Day? Let's uncover the unexpected twists that make this day a worldwide celebration of good-natured mischief and what Outcast has said in the video. Now, April Fool's Day, occurring on April 1st each year, has been celebrated for several centuries by different cultures, though its exact origins remain a mystery. April Fool's Day traditions include playing hoaxes or practical jokes on others, often yelling April Fools at the end to clue in the subject of the April Fool's Day prank. While its exact history is shrouded in mystery, the embrace of April Fool's Day jokes by the media and major brands has ensured the unofficial holiday's long life. Now, some historians speculate that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582 when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar as called for by the Council of Trent in 1563. In the Julian calendar, as in the Hindu calendar, the new year began with the spring equinox around April 1. Now, people who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st and continued to celebrate it during the last week of March through April 1 became the center of jokes and hoaxes and were called April Fools. Now, these pranks included having paper fish placed on their backs and being referred to April fish, said to symbolize a young, easily caught fish and a gullible person. Now, historians have also linked April Fool's Day to festivals such as Hilaria, Latin for joyful, which was celebrated in ancient Rome at the end of March by followers of the cult of Cybele. It involved people dressing up in disguises and mocking fellow citizens and even magistrates, and was said to be inspired by the Egyptian legend of Isis, Osiris, and Seth. Now, there's also speculation that April Fool's Day was tied to the vernal equinox, or first day of spring in the northern hemisphere, when Mother Nature fooled people with changing and unpredictable weather. April Fool's Day spread throughout Britain during the 18th century. In Scotland, the tradition became a two-day event, starting with hunting the gawk, in which people were sent on phony errands, a symbol for fool, and followed by Taily Day, which involved pranks played on people's derrieres, such as pinning fake tails or kick me signs on them. Now, when it comes to the calendar, it depends on the type of calendar you're using. The Gregorian calendar that is widely used has 12 months that vary between 28 and 31 days each. However, some calendars are based on the lunar cycle, which is almost exactly 28 days in length. Lunar calendars thus have 13 months. So now, from what a sister shared in the video, do you think we might be celebrating New Year on the wrong day? Let me hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Thank you for always watching. Don't forget to like this video and of course subscribe. See you in my next video.